What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. You're on the West Coast. Get up! The early bird gets the worm. And you already know what it is. We back, baby. Bel-Air Fridays. You know what we about to do. We about to get into Bel-Air Season 3, Episode 1 through 3 recap. Yo, this is one of my guilty. This is like the one show that I don't have to worry about Marvel crap. I don't have to worry about DC crap. I could just have fun and enjoy this show, enjoy the emotional moments, enjoy the humor, all of that stuff. And I know it was a big thing when this show first came out. It was like, oh, you're doing Bel-Air. It's a comedy. It was a TV show. And now you're doing it as like this serious, television show. And honestly, to me, I love every minute of it. I enjoy this show. I have fun watching it. It's one of my guilty pleasures. You know what I mean? That I like to watch. So of course, if you was with me for season 2, we're back now, baby. The next 8 weeks, you're gonna look at this face on Fridays. This one right here, as you already know what we doing. Bel-Air Fridays, along with a body roll. We gonna have it all. We gonna do it today on the Dre Mac Show. Anyway, we're about to go ahead and get this thing started. Hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant channel. Normally watches my show on Facebook, so I appreciate that, brother. But you already know what it is. The real question is, all right. Let's go ahead. Let's see who is all in the building today. Who's in the band? My man Torian, Rain Reloaded. What is up? Shout out to my man Torian. You know what I'm saying? Especially, with the Bo DeMayo news, because I knew it was coming. I knew, but I was at work. So I couldn't really do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. So yeah. Mintygasm, Tina, what is up? What's going on? Good morning, peace and blessings to you. King, my man, King Mo. What is up, my man Mo? Popcorn in your beard podcast. What is up? Good morning to my brother Aisha. It was a girl that I never had. They look, hold on, wait a minute, Aisha. They had a contest. It was like on Instagram, like what show was better? What song was better? The Boys, I can't think of the name of the Boys song that they had, and ABC's Aisha. And personally, for me, I'm dating myself, but I wanted to be in the group ABC. I used to try to do all they dance moves at family picnics and get-togethers. So that's a special place in my heart. So every time I see your name, I just immediately think of that song, even though it's spelled completely different. But I appreciate you being here. Thank God it's Friday. Mika G, what is up? Oh, wait a damn minute. Wait a minute. What is this we doing? Good morning. I haven't watched. What? Mika. Girl, if you don't get off my stream and go watch, you better. I had to download it so I could watch it. You know what I'm saying? When I got some time. You know what I mean? Yes. And good morning to the beautiful Aisha. Hi Aisha. Hi girl. But so today we're gonna go over, the season, season 3, episode 1 through 3. So I think Mika G needs to get off. She can't be a part of this because I don't want to ruin it for her. Because if y'all don't know, I go in. And I think the last 2 seasons been 10 episodes. They dropped the first 3 on Thursday. That's why I do these on Friday, because I know they drop them on Thursday. Obviously, they drop them. I'm already at work, so I come home so I can give you these streams. You know what I mean? on Friday. But before we get into that, before we get into that, I got something that I want to share with y'all from somebody we all know. Somebody we all know. You know what I'm saying? It seems like yesterday. I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but it seems like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was hating on the Dre Max show and Blurred AF. And what we do, we don't play the hate around here. Now, also my Bo DeMayo video will come. You will see that this afternoon, because once I'm done with this, you'll see it in the afternoon. But I gotta point out to somebody. I gotta show you a person we know. You know what I'm saying? Talking greasy. You know what I'm saying? Talking real reckless. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a Canadian. What? He's a Canadian. He don't know no better. He don't know no better. You know what I mean? I love Harry Potter too, especially Prisoner of Azkaban. You know what I'm saying? And the Goblet of Fire is my favorite ones. But yeah, this Canadian, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about Drake, because I know this is what she was all thinking. Is Drake tripping? No, it ain't Drake. You know what I'm saying? But I know a Mr. Whitehead, you know what I mean? That I gotta share with y'all. Hold up, wait a minute. Because I'm gonna share this with y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna make it bigger. Because he came around, talking real crazy. You see this right here? Some Blurred AF versus the Patriot. Now, let me tell you this. Matter of fact, I'm a full screen my face. Let me tell you this. Darius, this is no shot at you, my brother. This is a brother. I got mad love for Darius at Planet Fanatics. That's my guy. You know what I mean? I got to do this in the Stephen Dre Smith voice. I got to do it. Matter of fact, let me scoop my chair up. Let me just say this. Darius, my brother, you already know. Mad love for you, brother. You already know. I got mad love. It's no problem. It's no hate. No hate on you. My man Marcus from the Back of the Bus podcast. See, these brothers, they doing their thing. I love when brothers are out there doing their thing. So these bullets that I got today, they're not for you. No, Marcus, it ain't for you. But the light-skinned brother in the middle is who I got problems with. Because, see, he thought some way, somehow, that I wasn't going to smell the hate that he got. You know what I mean? He smelled the hate for the Blurred AF. Smelled the hate for the Dre Max show. Because all I said. Let me tell you what I said. That's all I said. All I said was, and you guys know who watch this show, you know that I do this every single day. Not for me. I do it for the love of you. Even when I'm sick, I be wanting to get on live stream because I love interacting with my audience. I love it. That's what I do. This is what I do. And a light-skinned brother with curly hair had a little bit to say about old Dre. Let me pull up the video for y'all. And let me show you the shenanigans that goes on. Let me show y'all this. Let me show you this. Now, I got love for these brothers. Let me tell you, I got love. Listen to this. Wait a minute. So, hold up, wait a minute. Did he just sow me? Hold up, wait. See what I did not do. What I said, I do this every morning. See, what I do this every morning, people, I get up every day. I go to work. I work all night. I do it. I work all night because child support don't pay itself. And then I get here. I have a little something to eat. Even if I don't eat, I make sure that the Dre Mac show kind of go on 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 in the morning Eastern Time. Even if I'm a couple minutes late, baby, I'm here. That's all I'm saying. I said some guys, they might do it once a week. That's okay. But me, I'm giving y'all that work every day. Even on Saturdays, with Kung Fu Cinema Saturdays, I'm giving you this, all of this big ass forehead that has a lot of things on his mind. That's why I talk so much. I'm giving it to you. But see, chill. I told you I was going to cut a promo. Chill. You want to come at me? Well, I'm coming at you, brother. See, I mean, if you want a stream war, you got it. Because what we do over here at the Blurred AF with Mika G and Blues House Live, we come to entertain. We come to give you that tea and that work, but we also come to make you smile and enjoy yourself while you're here. But chill. Are you not entertained? Because I mean, you in Canada, I fly to Canada. One match. Falls count anywhere. Doesn't matter where you at or where you be. I'll be there. Like Michael Jackson. I'll be there. Yeah. And then after I win, body roll. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Let me finish what all this shenanigans was saying. Let's finish it. Let's share this tab. Share this tab. Listen to this. Let's listen to this. They got their thing on Thursdays. I'm doing this every morning.
So,
being honest with you,
what's he trying to say?
What the fuck did I do?
What do we do? That's why I said he's mentioning our
What's fuck me for?
What do we do?
Why you say fuck me for?
And then he's
right,
like,
that part.
but you tagged me. He said, I'm cutting a promo tomorrow, buddy. Bro, Dre Mac, buddy. He's just jealous because Pantheon is a better stream than what he does on Monday with Blue and Mika. He's more upset that you see this group right here? This group right here? Better.
Stream wars.
I challenged him to a family feud.
Once upon a time, we used to stream every day, and our streams used to pop.
And now Dre says you can't cut the mustard anymore. You guys are not the daily streamers.
I am not streaming every day.
I used to.
It would be nice, like realistically.
If
they got their thing on Thursdays. You see that? See what I was doing? I was congratulating those brothers on what they do. But I'm also going to plug my stuff in and say I do this every day for my people. But see, he had to take it there. So, chill. Whenever you're ready, the stream war is on. Because see, right here, we pops 7:30 in the morning, Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. You're up on the West Coast, get up because it's popping, crack-a-lacking, whatever slang the youngsters are saying. We doing it over here. And on Mondays, guess what? Blues House Live, Mika G. We got it cracking. So whenever you're ready, we can get it cracking. So if you rock with me, I need y'all to show up a show out on Mondays because the war is on. And I'm kicking niggas down the hole like Sparta. Because this is Bel-Air Fridays. Let's go. Let's get to it. The first episode. Let me share my screen. Jesus. Sorry. Hold on. About to get to y'all in just a second. That mug was like seriously in my ear. Like I didn't know how bad it was in my ear, but it was really in my ear. Let me see. Pull this up. Yeah, I don't know what pop mean. I don't know what that means, but he said it, not me. All right, let's get to Bel-Air season 3, episode 1. We got 3 to recap, so we got to get into it. If you have not been part of my recaps before, you already know that I do this in 10-second intervals so I don't get in trouble. Now, we'll play a little piece of it so I can be able to explain it, but, this is the way it goes. We're getting into it. Let's go. Bel-Air Friday. Let me get myself out of here. So y'all can see. Bel-Air Fridays. Let's go. First episode, Baby, I'm Back. And I kind of don't like the way that I don't like the way that their setup is because it extends here, but never mind. So we got Will and Lisa, you know what I'm saying, over here smooching, all that kissing. I wonder, did any one of them have any chapstick? They was kissing for a real long time, and the lips just look a little dry. But Lisa, Lisa and Will, and from season 2, Lisa and Will kind of hooked up at the very end to start summer break, coming from junior year. Now they get ready to go to senior year, but this is the summer before senior year. And I don't know about you guys, but the summer before senior year actually started off really well, and then it sucked. But this is for them to get ready to get into senior year. Lisa and Will, they done hooked up. They're at the country club in this, and we meet this new where is the volume? We meet this new character. Hold on, because I don't want to mess up this brother's name. I don't want to mess up the names in here. Of course, all the other guys, but give me just a second because I just want to get to the cast for season 3. Because, like I said, I don't want to mess up that brother's name. Oh God, he's not even in the guidebook. What the hell? Hold on. But anyway, I'm gonna get to his name in just a second. But you get to this brother. This brother was a former boxer who turned into into a media mogul. Basically, doing everything entrepreneurially. I think he even said that he was on crypto before crypto. Basically, he is the man. He is the entrepreneur. He is the young dude that left a craft, took his thing, took the ball and ran with it, which is awesome. You know what I mean? When a lot of people say they're entrepreneurs, that's kind of what I look for when they say they're entrepreneur. What are you doing to diversify your portfolio? And this guy right here, totally diversified his portfolio, made good on his word, and they're at a point right now where Will that's what he wants to do. He just doesn't want to be, just a basketball player, just a guy, shooting hoops. He wants to be a guy that, could be able to do multiple things, and especially, being a guy who is diversified and not just, a one-trick pony or just known because you're black, you can just play basketball. And if you guys know his name, put it in the comment section below. You know what I mean? Just let me know. Because for some strange reason, he's not in the credits. Like, I'm looking at the credits on IMDb. He is not in none of the credits, which is wild. Like, it is. It's wild. Oh, Quentin. That's his name. It's Quentin. I found it. He just had different hair in this. So Quentin is the man. Will was talking to him like, yo, all the stuff that you're doing, I kind of want to be on that. You know what I mean? It was like, if you had the credentials, I got an open spot for a black entrepreneur program, just let me know what you want to do and we'll get it done. Now, we go back to Mr. Booger Sugar himself, especially if season 2, my man Carlton was on the sugars, the Booger Sugar for reals. And my man is in rehab now, and he's having this conversation in rehab. He did a 30-day rehab program. We get introduced to a new character, Amira, you know what I'm saying? Which I think she's absolutely gorgeous. But Amira is now, just kind of give you a heads up, spoiler warning, she's a kind of the new love interest on this episode for him. So we'll get to that in just a later time. Now again, Coco Jones, Lord have mercy. You don't know I love some Coco Jones. Jesus, I love some Coco Jones. Even though she looks like she could be a part of my family, it's weird. But I love Coco Jones. But I also did not like the fact that she was playing with Jazz last season. Just playing with him. You know what I mean? And she went back with LaMarcus. You know what I mean? So at the end of season 2, she went out. He invited her to go to Paris or whatever, rekindle their love. He was a previous boyfriend. He plays in the not NFL, the FFL, the fake football league. You know what I'm saying? In here, which they got a scene in here that I'm gonna talk about here later on. You know what I mean? But they're saying their love, but I never thought. I always felt like he was just a rebound. He was the safe choice. You know what I'm saying? And Jazz actually points that out, that he was the safe choice. You didn't really want, no real relationship. It was a safe choice. Now here, I'm going to play a little bit of it because this is Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv. You know what I'm saying? AKA, Michelle O'Banks. Because I think she played Michelle Obama in a made for TV series, but she just gives me Michelle Obama vibes. But this is probably the fakest photo shoot ever. They love each other, but not in this. If season 2, their relationship has been rocky. You know what I'm saying? Not all what it's cracked up to be. And it is expressed, by Ashley. Ashley makes it known that this is not what it's cracked up to be with her new friend. Now I know Ashley is LGBTQ in this show. I don't know if she has this if this girl is a friend, or are they trying to make them a relationship or whatever. I don't know, but I do like this episode. They didn't lean towards that. They lean towards more of what's going on in the scene, what's going on with the people, and why do you feel like that, and exploring more about how she feels about her family and all of that. So I do like that. So we get back with Mr. Booker Sugars himself. Now they're in the rehab center, and him and Amira, which again, she's new to the show, comes in, they do have this kind of dynamic where she was the only one that he can actually talk to while he was in rehab, which I do love this. For the simple fact is that you do want somebody to relate to. You don't want to feel all alone. It's a lot of stuff, like I say, in here I disagree with. I know people will call it trauma bonding, but it's good to talk to somebody who's been through the same struggles that you have. It feels awkward. And I don't know if anybody has ever been in situations that been with somebody that you go through you've been through these situations and they don't understand. They're trying to empathize, but it's hard for them to empathize. With this dynamic, she already been there a couple of times. She's an addict, and this is somebody that he can relate to, and she's cute as hell. You know what I'm saying? She's a gorgeous girl, and she was looking to give my boy, you know what I mean? To give my boy a little some of that, that thing. You know what I mean? And he's getting ready to get into it until the family show up, and he was like, yo, hey, we'll come in, hey, just you already know what it is. It's blocking, but it actually has to do, the first part is a chicken. You know what I mean? Just blocking. So my man Will noticed, oh girl, you know what I'm saying, just hiding, and he was like, oh snap, son, I feel you. You know what I mean? Because she is cute. So now, Carlton is out of rehab. He's back home. They're having his family get together for him, and there's a lot of things that's going on. Like they have to put a code on the wine cellar so he doesn't relapse. They took his door so they don't relapse. Everybody's having a good time. Coco Jones is over there being fine as usual. And Ashley is having an issue because their issue was never resolved. He kind of went through he put his hands on her. You know what I mean? Like he was wigging out on drugs and literally put his hands on her. You know what I mean? And that hasn't been resolved. You know, so in this scene, you have this tension. Like, what did Rehab really teach you? What did it really do? And he's like, yo, snap. I forgot we had beef. You know what I'm saying? Before that, it never got resolved. And she was snapping on him. Now, remember, this is my girl. This is young Monica Rambeau, too. So I love her. You know what I mean? But they didn't have their issue resolved. So they wanted to make sure the issue was, she wanted to make sure you knew that I was there. I remember what you did, and we still hasn't, resolved that. And my man Carlton being a part of the Big Forehead crew, man, you got to resolve that. You got too much on your brain, big baby. You know what I mean? So, Hillary and Carlton is having this conversation. She brings him a James Baldwin book. Again, I don't know if you guys know a lot about James Baldwin. James Baldwin is awesome author. His interviews, everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a recommend. Anything James Baldwin is a recommend read. So they're having this conversation about how he feels. I mean, how Ashley feels about what was going on or whatever. They're trying to resolve their differences. You know what I mean? But he also brings up the fact that, about Jazz too. But it's good because, in this scene, it was good because in the original show, in the sitcom version, they wasn't as close as they are in this new dramatic version of this. And to have a big sister to be there for you, especially when you're trying to get your life together, you're trying to get straight, and she does that for him by, getting him straight. Now, Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv. When I tell you, you could tell when a couple is not. What did he say on the Bulldogs? We could tell when a couple is not engaged in marital sex. Is most evidently there. Like, he wants to be on his wife. He wants to love on his wife. Why? And this is a real thing. What's up, J.F. Foreman? J.F. Foreman, what's up? This is a real thing. When you're with somebody and I know both of you guys work or you do something. You still got to be there for each other. You can't withhold sex, whether you're the man or the woman. Don't withhold the good stuff because there's women everywhere. There's men everywhere. You know what I mean? And you don't want to get so caught up in what you got going on that you don't satisfy not only yourself, but your man. You know what I'm saying? Unless you don't want that man no more. You know what I mean? Or you don't want that woman anymore. So you see that evident, like he's cool with it. Like, okay, baby, I know that you working. Go ahead and do your thing. But damn it, you gotta pop something. You gotta slide in when you sleep or something. You know what I mean? Or you don't have to worry about somebody in trying to slide in for you because man or woman, somebody will try to take your place. You know what I mean? So you gotta be able to throw that thing in a circle. You know what I'm saying? Pull it out. Let her get on it. I'm just saying. So this scene right here. Ooh, Lord Jesus. This scene right here. Share the cut. Aisha, you gotta share the cutty. You can't withhold the cutty. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how tired you are. Wake up. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. So here, Carlton, and I love that Carlton and Will is having a dynamic where they are more like brothers and cousins. And this is what we're seeing going on actually in the original show. I want to say season 3 is when they either late season 2 or season 3 is when they kind of changed it and stopped having them bickering back and forth and actually have them being cousins. You know what I'm saying? Actually, being cousins, brothers, family. You know what I mean? But they have this episode this here in this scene where they're discussing just life in general. What was going on with the girl in the dorm. I mean, in the rehab. All of that. What's going on with Lisa? Where y'all at? And he runs into his daddy, Lou. Lou! Jesus, Lord, Lou! Now, I will say this. People that have a problem with Marlon Wayans acting, this makes me love Marlon Wayans acting even more because he plays Lou so well in this show. Like, and remember, if you don't know about season 1? Season 1, Will and Lou get into it. And it wasn't no hugs from Uncle Phil. Man, he tried to snatch Will by his neck in season 1. So when Will seen Lou, first of all, you're in the city. You know what I mean? You're in the city. You haven't seen me. You haven't called. You haven't nothing. You know what I mean? And, Lou is like, shit, I got to get myself together. But when I tell you, I love people hate on Marlon. I love Marlon being silly. I love Marlon being serious. He takes his talents very seriously. And I love that about him. But he plays Lou very well in here. Very well. He's awesome. You know what I mean? So they have this conversation. Now, to me, you know that your son just got out of rehab. To me, they played this a little too safe. Yeah, that's what you gotta sit down with your son and tell you, I love you. I love the being that you are, but I cannot lose you to your decisions. You know what I mean? And show that love to me. To me, that's the only thing. And me and Mika has talked about this. The only thing I don't like about this version of Uncle Phil compared to the sitcom version of Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil was this big, loving, I'm a play tough, but I'm so a big teddy bear at the same time. And I want to love on you. I want to tell you that you are somebody, you could be somebody. Shout out to James Avery. Shout out to him because he made that much of a lasting impact on television fathers. And I really wish they would push this version of Uncle Phil more in that, not to be James Avery, but more in the vein of James Avery. That's the only thing I don't like about this Uncle Phil. You know what I mean? So, we get to this scene where Will, G, my man G. I was going to say my man needs to be in Marvel because that brother could do anything. He could do anything he wants. He could be Brother Voodoo. He could be Black Panther. He could be whatever he wants. That brother is talented. You know what I mean? That brother is talented. But he actually knew that Lou was here because he kind of followed, Will, and knew that Lou was been there. And they have this conversation about Lou, with him. Jimmy Akingbola. This brother is, I want to see this brother in more stuff. That's how much I like him. I want to see him in more stuff. I want to see him, hit the next level in his career because he is awesome. You know what I'm saying? But, Will played it up like, it's, it ain't nothing. I'm cool. I'm cool about it. And he's like, it's okay. It's okay to be like, it's not okay. But again, in this version, Will is using his humor, and he's more like Will Smith, the actual person. No, but the Bo DeMeo video is going to be. I'm going to actually make a video, and that's going to come out this evening. So look for that, or this afternoon. So look for that video this afternoon. But we back in Fuhr's house, and this is I think it's how do you pronounce her name? Lord, let me see. Karachi. I can't pronounce her name right, but isn't she she's a singer too, ain't she? Or what is she in? I thought she was an influencer. I thought she was a singer too, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But they're back in the influencer's house, and she's talking to Hillary about how she blew up, how she she's taken all of everything that she did in Paris. She basically vlogged it. It blew her up. That's who it is. That is Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend. I knew her name sound. I cannot pronounce her name. I don't. I'm not good with it. I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not giving Chillbugger no more ammo. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go on the top rope and elbow that brother. Yeah, I said it. But I'm not gonna do it. But I'm glad she's on the show. I am. But she was over there talking like, "Hey, girl, what has happened?" And she was kind of hiding something. See, to me, I thought, she was in claws. Okay, all right, I got it. But I thought she was gonna say, I'm still in love with Jazz, yada yada yada. But she was like, I know you hiding something. You pregnant, ain't you? And I was like, Lord, she's gonna be engaged. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Because it was the writing was on her all. Thank you, Aisha. I really appreciate you. But I'm gonna call her what's her name on here? Ivy. She's gonna be Ivy to me. So now you get the scene. You get this scene where Uncle Phil and G. Now G has told Uncle Phil that he, that yes, I got my son. Frederick is, I've been looking out for him. He doesn't know a lot of things that's about me, so I want to explain the things that's going on with me, all of that. It has been affecting him too. Goon free, right? Straight goon life. You know what I'm saying? I would not want to be on his bad side at all. You know what I'm saying? But that's my man G. You know what I mean? So G, G and them is having this conversation, about this and what he should do, what would it should look like. And again, I like that they have that brotherly dynamic here. Again, I just wish Uncle Phil had more of the essence of James Avery's Uncle Phil. You know what I mean? Not the silliness, you know what I'm saying, but that loving, you know what I mean? That didn't play no games, but I ain't gonna lie. Viv pissed me off in this episode in season 1, but he was talking to her about, bringing this girl in. Like, he knows that, he now doesn't have the privacy that he has or whatever, but he really met this girl while she was in rehab. He really want, the family to meet her, all of that, and she was like, cool. You know what I mean? But again, it comes with a caveat. And I did not like the way that she handled that situation here. Now, we go here, where Doc is getting on, like, Will is not here. Will is dealing with issues of Lou. He's having flashbacks of Lou, and he can't focus because he's thinking about his father. And again, I know that hurts him, and he has to, to do things that gets his mind off of that, but he needs to talk. He needs to talk to Uncle Phil, because if it's bothering you that much that you can't even focus and y'all got a game coming up, then it's a problem. What I also got a problem with is what y'all don't see this. Y'all don't see this on Doc. Who put the spray can on Doc's? What is going? Y'all don't see this. Who gave Doc the spray tan lineup? Doc needs to stop playing. Cut it off. It's already gone. Don't bring that back here. No more. Who did this to Doc's head? I don't like it at all. I don't like it. So remember, he wants to be a part of this black entrepreneurial program, right? And Quentin was like, "Hey, you got to show up." And Quentin, he showed up late. Showed up 6 minutes late. Well, when you're in business and you're trying to get stuff done, you don't come late. You know what I mean? So Quentin pulled him to the side, like, yo, and really gave him the cold shoulder. Like, his head wasn't in it anyway. You know what I mean? Because he's thinking about his father. And again, there's unresolved things about his father that he needs to get rid of. You know what I mean? He needs to really talk about. You know what I mean? And he was letting them know, hey, if you want to be a part of this, you got to be about it. You got to be here. You got to be ready. You got to be ready to go. And you got to come early, because when you're early, you're on time. When you come on time, you're late. So again, he's going through it. And again, when you go through depression, because again, I've been very candid about, about the things that I've been through. I've been through anxiety. I deal with anxiety. I deal with depression. you know, it's very hard when you do feel alone. And you could be in a room full of people feeling alone. And I really understand where he's coming from. And drugs was that outlet. You know, mine was shopping. That's why I have a ton of crap in my house. You know, but that was mine. And his was drugs. And him and Will is having this conversation, and Will wants to look out for his cousin, but he's also like, man, you can't continue to look out for me when you got all this stuff going on with you. You need somebody to look out for you, you know, and to be able to give you their own advice and step out of your own mess, especially with your father. You know what I mean? But I love Lisa. Lisa looks amazing in this episode. I mean, in this season, and I know she lost a little bit of weight too. But she looks amazing in here. I liked her the previous scene. I like her, you know, she had a little weight on her. But she looks amazing. They're not putting any labels to their relationship. Like for real. We all been through that. We all been through with people. We not gonna call this nothing, and you know, we still doing everything a couple does. But we not gonna label in anything. But y'all playing with yourself because y'all really like each other. You know what I mean? But she did, you know, talk to him about going to go talk to your daddy. Go talk to your father. Go meet up with your father. And a little bit, I don't think Will is open-minded because he's so hurt. He's not open-minded to actually talking to his father. And again, I completely understand where the character is coming from. I know personally, you know, mine was the opposite, but I know how it feels to go to a parent and you want answers and stuff like that, and you don't feel like you're getting what you need. You know what I mean? And so I think that's why I really identify with this show so much, because there's so many parallels that I actually I can understand. But that's also why I get kind of frustrated with Will, because I'm like, bro, you got to give your parents some grace, because just like how you were a kid now and you don't know everything, they were a kid too, and they didn't know everything. You know what I mean? It is a little, to me, he's a little too hard on him. And I think that's why they got into it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so they have this conversation. He lets them know that, hey, you think you got, you know, the way that you feel about basketball, baby, you got that from me. You know, I was passionate about basketball. You know, I was all-state MVP, all of this stuff. You know what I mean? So that passion, never give up your passion. You know, go and be the basketball player that you want to be. You know, be that guy. You know what I mean? And again, to me, that is good advice. To me, that's good advice. At the same time, you got to, you know, on the Lou part, he also got to understand that you haven't been in your son's life too. So you gotta give him some time. I know that they, you know, to me, I know that they say the cliche, well, you're his daddy, you need to be reaching out, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I get that part. Also, I also get sometimes when you are a parent and you don't know how to be able to approach your kid, you do go in it, you know, especially when your kid is older. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to be able to, you can only try. You know what I mean? That's the only thing you're going to do. By trial and error, just try. And I think sometimes, you know, hurt children do a lot more damage coming to their parent, just to me, with all of that hurt, which is just, sometimes it's justified. But if you don't know the story and you can't put yourself in that shoes, it's hard to be able to understand your parent, especially if it's a parent that's a parent that has not been there. You know what I mean? You got to listen to them and put yourself in their shoes and give them grace. And again, Marlon Wayans kills this shit as Lou. He kills this. This is why I really want Marlon to do more. I actually want Marlon to become a serious actor, a la what Jamie Foxx did, because I believe that he has that. Out of all the Wayans, I believe he has more of that in him. You know what I mean? So they're at this party, and again, they're at this at another hosted party for Uncle Phil. Ashley and Carlton actually get to talk, and he gets to apologize and say what he did was wrong. And I know you're not going to forgive me, but what I did was really, really messed up. You're my brother at the end of the, I mean, you're my sister at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And you have this scene where she turns around and hugs him. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. A brother got a little teary-eyed. I'm not even going to lie. You know what I mean? Because when you know you've hurt a sibling, you know, the best thing you can do is say, you know, I was wrong. I should have never did that. I was totally wrong. You are justified to feel how you feel. And I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Please forgive me. We're siblings at the end of the day. And I love that. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, because I love my sisters and brothers. I love them. You know what I'm saying? If I did, you know, ever did anything to hurt, you know, any one of them, I would do everything it possibly can to say I'm sorry. You know, I didn't mean that. You know what I mean? Even if I did mean it. You know what I mean? Have I ever been in that position as far as like doing something to a sibling or which position? You know what I mean? Which one? Because I want to answer your question, because I'm gonna be on this live for a while because it's 3 episodes. So we're going to recap this whole entire thing, but which position so I can answer it correctly. And while you're putting that in the chat, I'm gonna go ahead with the recap. So again, well, Will Lacrosse is having this conversation, you know, just about, you know, Lisa and the new girl, all of that. We get to meet we get to meet this new girl. You know what I mean? And I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And to me, she fits what somebody Carlton needs to be with. Do something to a sibling and just, oh yeah. My sister Tiana. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Tiana. I love you, TT. You know what I mean? But I've said some stuff to my sister Tiana that, you know, I had to come back and say I apologize for that. You know what I mean? You know, my sister was very hurt. So I had to do that. I love my family too much because, you know, you never know when is your time to go. So if I know I'm in the wrong, I'm going to go ahead and apologize for that. I'm going to go ahead and do something to make sure my siblings know that I love them unconditionally no matter what they do. You know what I mean? Because I never know when their time is gone. And I don't want, you know, any one of my siblings to leave this earth and they don't know that I love them. You know what I mean? So that's just me personally. But, okay, so they finally, you know, the base get to finally meet Amira. You know what I'm saying? And again, they open up. They're very nice or whatever, but they're bougie as shit. You know what I mean? They're very bougie, especially Aunt Vivian. Very bougie. So again, they're at the Juneteenth. This is the Juneteenth party. That's what I forgot. It's the Juneteenth party. What I did wish that they did, just like they did last season, was put a little bit more emphasis on why. Like if I'm white and I don't know what Juneteenth is, but I'm watching this show for the first time because I just want to see this show. I'm a fan of Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? In his content, you know, explain really what Juneteenth is. You know what I'm saying? And why we're celebrating. Don't just call it just a Black 4th of July. Why is this a Black 4th of July? The 4th of July. Why? What is the significance of Juneteenth? And do it in the show just like they did last season. You know what I mean? So again, you know, Jazz pops up with his, you know, with a little thing over here, a little something. You know what I'm saying? You know, and Hillary started feeling a certain way. You know what I mean? Now, this is the scene that pissed me off because Amir was looking to speak with her, talk to her, like get to know her, like, because I believe she truly is in love with Carlton. I just off the rip. That's the vibe that they gave with their dynamic. This is why I love this dynamic. But the way that Aunt Vivian handled this pissed me the flub off. Oh my God, did she, you know what I mean? She just pissed me off with this because she made her feel so unwelcome. Like, you know, I'm not good enough for your son because yes, I've been in rehab. And you're quoting what your therapist says. What about your son? What does your son feel like? Your son just went through, you know, all of it. He needs the best support system that he possibly can find. So if he finds it in an ex-junkie, they've been through the same similar things, they can be able to grow together. I don't care what none of y'all say. You know what I'm saying? sometimes two people that look good together, they might not last, but two crackheads will last forever. But I don't like the way that they handled this. So Carlton goes and talks to Quentin, you know what I mean, and vouches for Will. Will's most, he stayed with me while I was going through my rehab and all of that. He was like, damn, it's a little heavy, but okay. You know what I'm saying? Will's one of the hardest working people that I know. You know what I'm saying? I really kind of think that you should give him a chance, all of that, and Quentin really listened to the pitch that he was giving him and said, well, damn, you know what? You're right. Aisha, I ain't lying. Two crackheads can live forever. So you get to see where G and Frederick, and I don't trust Frederick. I don't trust Frederick's face. Now you get this again. I love Coco Jones. She did my boy wrong. Now my boy Short King, you know what I'm saying? I'm 5'9". I ain't no big tall dude, but hey, he pulled Coco. You know what I'm saying? Coco 8'6", and he could walk around with her like Michael Jackson was doing them giraffes. I love it. He's making me proud. You know what I mean? But she played Jazz. But also Jazz should have really let her know he shouldn't have been very insecure about their dynamic. He should have let her know, baby, I love you. I want to be with you. All of this stuff. You know what I mean? Everything. But he was too busy defending himself instead of letting her know that, hey, I really care about you. I really love you. I really want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. Tell him, Tina. You know what I mean? And he was like, you gonna leave him too. You know what I'm saying? Because all you do is when the going gets tough, you run. He's a runner. She's a runner. She's a track star. I love he did that because I be doing that too. You know what I mean? And this was when she wants to, do the announcement that they got engaged in Paris. And he like, that's the same face that I made. And he was like, for what it's worth, I like you. I was rooting for you. Now, everybody liked Jazz in the family except for the person that he was dating. What is going on? And she was fronting. She only did that to get back at him. I did not like that. You know what I mean? I did not like that. But again, you get back with Carlton and Will got vouched for by, Carlton. He was like, yo, if you boys come together, both of y'all, come up with a business plan, I get y'all both in there. I got a spot open. But y'all got to be a team. Come up with a business proposal, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? And they come up with a business proposal. Now, again, I wish he would have went off on his mama. But Nathan, was she not a coward? Because if you love I'm gonna be real with you. When you love somebody, don't coward out on me. I need you. I want you. I need who you are. Don't coward out on me. Because that's what she did. She was a coward. Instead of facing her fears, she did the easy route, which was jump ship. Instead of doing the necessary work if you really want this man. You know what I mean? But again, back to Aunt Viv. You know what I mean? She was wrong for that. Like you quoting all this stuff from the therapist, but you're not asking me. You don't know how I feel. She was there for me. Like, taking somebody that's there for you is wrong. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really feeling this person, then you really go with your heart. You know what I mean? But she was so wrong for that. And I felt a certain way. You can hear it in my voice. I felt a certain way. You know what I mean? But they're talking about, Lou and, what you should have, if you should talk to him, listen to what he got to say, yada, yada, yada. He broke all this stuff, to him. And Will just still doesn't care, but he still has to have these conversations with Uncle Phil about Lou and why that's affecting you so much. And again, I felt Carlton on this scene because here he's been texting this girl and she ghosted him. And it's all because of her mama. You know what I mean? It's all because of her mama. And then she gonna go to bed and not give Uncle Phil none. You get into bed with your husband. Your husband over here frustrated. You know what I mean? And you up and you can't love on your man? Is that what you tell me? You can't love on your man? Girl, you better see. Whoa, stand by your man. You know what I mean? And Jeffrey is over here getting it in. That man should be Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to look at his body, but I wish mine gotta look like that right now. I gotta get back in this gym. I gotta get my body back right. I gotta make my back big. You know what I mean? I gotta get that G feeling. But you know, Will did what he felt like he was gonna do in this scene. He went and told Doc, hey, I'm not going to be a part of the team today. I mean, this week. I'm really going to focus on being an entrepreneur, which I felt that. That's good. Basketball, if you get hurt on basketball, what else do you have? You know what I'm saying? After that. You know what I mean? So him and Carlton is going out to make a business plan. And that's the end of episode 1. And I still got more. I still have 2 more episodes to go. But they're shorter. They're shorter episodes. You know what I mean? So, not going to lie. These episodes were they were a lot. There were, you know, that first episode was almost an hour. So I mean, hell, you guys can see that right now. Get my face off screen. Let's get back to this. All right. So episode 2 is the pivot. So he's pivoted. It's the pivot like in basketball, but he's also pivoted away from basketball to work on this business plan. And I don't know about y'all, but I know that y'all put that S when y'all was a kid, you know what I'm saying, on y'all papers or something. You know what I mean? And they're thinking about all these wacky plans that they could do, you know, but half of the stuff that they were thinking of, you know, were things that already been invented. You know, you got to think outside the box. So, they were looking at Quentin's book. He was reading this book. You know what I'm saying? Reading all these entrepreneur books. The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. There's No Plan B for an A Game by Bo Eason. You know what I mean? Millionaire Mindsets. If you really want to be a millionaire, you want to be, you know, in these positions where you own your business, you own a friend, you know, you own a business, you're trying to make, you know, you're trying to be in that top 1%. Those are the things you have to do. And it's a lot of sacrifice and a lot of brainstorming. What are you going to do? How are you going to be able to sell to people? You know, and he decided to quit and pursue this entrepreneurship. And I love it. I love it because it's also showing that Black kids are just not bad. It's just not sports. Just not dribble. Even if I'm good at dribbling hoops, you know what I'm saying? Dribbling the basketball doesn't mean that that's not my life. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got people that will tell you to shut up and dribble. You know what I mean? So I love this, you know, in here. So he was like, they were telling them there's going to be some changes in here. There's going to be a new routine. Go get a job. Tell them, get off of here, stop being bums. Go get you a job. And he was like, I don't want to get a job, but we're going to go get a job. So they're thinking they're going to go in because they're part of the country club, all of this stuff, that they're going to just get jobs at like marketing. No, you got to start at the bottom. You over there cleaning buggies, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're a what do they call it? Pit pig. You know what I mean? You know, so we're going to skip that intro. You know what I'm saying? And again, so in this scene, we got Hillary and Ashley getting ready to do a little sister date, you know, a little date. And she was like, hey, what do you want? Then he was like, you know, I want to go to this restaurant. I want to go shopping for here or whatever. And we're also going to go to Jazz's record shop and go pick up some records. He's like, you did this on purpose. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm just saying. So you got Carlton's old drug dealer, you know what I mean? What they call him in the original show, Cornflake. Oh, Cornflake. Nah, that's not what you used to say now. You know what I'm saying? But you got the pusher man. You know what I mean? Talking crazy to Will. And his stepdad, you know, knows about Will because of Bel-Air, Bel-Air Academy. Of course, he plays ball. So he was like, man, I can't wait to see you next season, playing and taking us to state. He was like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, but I'm trying to get around these entrepreneurs because I'm just not to be, I'm not about to be just another ball players. I got more than that. So you get to see with this kid. I don't remember this kid's name. He pissed me off. This kid pissed me off because he was being a dick to them because they're was part of the country club. You know what I mean? So no, you ain't got to be dicks to them. So you got here Frederick and G over here bonding over some boxing. You know what I mean? which is good. You know, getting that. Look at that form he got. You know what I'm saying? Creed 4 featuring Frederick getting his ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Because Frederick, I don't like Frederick. I don't like Frederick at all. Frederick got too many skeletons hiding in the closet. You know what I'm saying? He, you know, but you know, he's probing, but he was probing G, you know, to tell him about what, you know, what it was like, you know, before, you know, why he had to leave, who did he run with, all of that. And, you know, he heard some things and G shut him down. You know what I mean? So you back with Quentin and his assistant or sister or whatever. And he's like, yo, you know, we got this plan come together. He's like, yo, you got 48 hours to make this stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? If you serious, you're going to be serious. And a lot of people think, you know, people that actually have business got time. I ain't got time to be playing with you. If you're going to be a part of this, let's be a part of this. You know what I mean? And let's do this. So you got Aunt Viv in here with her assistant. And, you know, she's explaining that she got all this work that she got to do, all of this. And Uncle Phil calls her like, hey, you know, I can't get a caterer. Can you give me a caterer? And he was like, cool. Then she said something like, she said this line that, again, Aunt Viv is pissing me off. I love her. But she's pissing me off the way that she's saying certain shit. You got a husband that's successful. I know that you're busy at work. You got things going on. But if your husband needs you to go get a caterer, why is it so hard to go get you a caterer? Your assistant end up getting your caterer. You have to make this, yeah, you know, yeah, they still, you know, I still, you know, even though I work, I still gotta take care of him. But made it like this snooty, sarcastic. Well, stop that. That's your man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be there for your man. You've been there for your man now. You've been there for your man when you didn't work. He was there for you when you was out of work or when you was trying to be an artist and they were shutting you down. Be there for him now. I just didn't like her whole vibe so far. Has been pissing me off at the beginning of this season. She's the villain to me in this season. You know, so Jazz found, you know, we found out that Jazz is actually in tax debt. He has not, you know, he can't keep up with the taxes of the record store. He came in and he already knew that when she came in, you know, her sister was there. She did it for you. She did it for her sister. And she over there playing the man to the left. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well that she loved her some Jazz. So again, Aunt Viv, the villain. So her assistant give her a caterer. And you get old Buff, you know, Chef Buff RD over here. You know, nice looking guy. Not gonna brother, not very handsome, big Chef Buff RD dude. You know what I mean? And so she was like, oh, we got these tacos. Like, yeah, I got a taco you I want you to taste, all right. Nasty, Aunt Viv, nasty. Because that man was throwing you rhythm. You act like you was over here catching the vibe. You knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? So you got Hater McClubber over here. You know what I'm saying? Hater McClubber, you know, was just thinking he was just some, you know, Bel-Air boy. And he was like, hey, man, Will was like, hey, bro, I smack you. I don't play them games. You know what I'm saying? You have to check them. You know what I'm saying? And then they revealed that they're basically the same type of dude, except he come from Inglewood. He's trying to get some stuff happening. So he was like, hey, if you go to the ninth hole, the tech boys be just talking and yapping when they get drunk. And he started to realize they in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? So he tried to help him out, but he was really being really a dick to him at the beginning. So he got around the people who needed, but he so happened to get, you know what I'm saying, Pusha Man and his stepdaddy. And it was like, man, I just wish he would just play basketball. And Will heard this whole thing, which again, pushed Will even more to be able to do what he needs to do as far as like being the entrepreneur that he know he can be. So we get back with the villain of the episode, Aunt Viv, and Aunt Viv is over here like, Carlton, what's wrong? He was like, so you couldn't come to me and talk to me about this? And she was like, well, you know, you just got out of rehab and y'all need to focus on yourself and all of that stuff. And he's like pleading to her like, yo, man, she really helped me. Like, yo, what the hell? But, you know, you can't do that for me. And she was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. So you get cheating in the next room. Nah, they had their little kiss, but it was her on Uncle Phil. It wasn't like Uncle Phil was seeking out what's her Jack, not Jackie. God, wrong one. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that in just a second. With old Jackie, which I do like the fact that they brought they brought the character Jackie into the series. You know, especially if you know the original series, who Jackie was Tyra Banks in the original show. You know, but I forgot her name, and it doesn't really matter. But they're having this conversation. They're like, hey, you know, that little kid, it was just a little kiss. It wasn't like they was tonguing each other down. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready to, you know, he wasn't getting ready to clap cheeks. You know, it was just, you know, it was a little instant kiss. You know, we was in the wrong. That's his ex-girlfriend from college. You know, my bad. You know what I'm saying? He was like, she don't need to know. You know what I mean? You know, we just keep it a secret. You know what I mean? And we see how long that lasts. You know, and then how does your mama bring Jackie up in here and try to help her out? Forgetting that Jackie, well, she doesn't know that Jackie and Will used to date. That used to be her man. You know what I mean? And Jackie still got feelings for Will. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Jackie fine too. There's a lot of men, whoever the casting director is, knocks it out the park. She is fine. But, you know, Will's like, you know, hey, you know, I love what you're doing, yada, yada, yada. Try to play it cool. He was trying to be more on the friend tip. You know what I'm saying? Almost like keeping his option open. But he was more on the friend tip. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, this girl, Aunt Viv was messy. Super messy in this scene. So we get the scene where this dude, he's gonna be a villain too. I don't know his name in the credits or whatever, but he was, you know, he was like, hey baby boo, come here. You know what I mean? It was like, and he probably got a, you know, he probably looked at him, got a thing for Carlton. But Carlton was like, you know, let's get it here. And you know, like Carlton's like, okay, you know, give me a seat or whatever. But this is another rehab center where he comes down. But he was really trying to, you know, seek out a mirror. And now everybody heard their conversation. She called him a stalker, all of that. But her feelings was hurt. Her feelings was super hurt. You know what I mean? But he was trying to express, like, I need you. And I'm sorry, ladies. If a man says he needs you, don't take that for granted. Because that man is really like at the point where he like, I do need you. I care about you. And she was like, this ain't nothing. It was just, you know, some real rehab stuff. Knowing she was lying. He seen that. It felt something like, oh, she dissed you or whatever. Well, I'm here. You know what I mean? And made him feel like he's here. Now, Jazz, Carlton, and Will, they go up to this meeting. He was like, well, again, why are you here? Because it's like, I was invited. He was like, nigga, I'm about to leave. He basically said, nigga, I'm about to lose everything. And y'all over here crying about, you know, failing at something, but you have an opportunity to get up. If I fail, there's no getting up. You know what I mean? So they go into this big entrepreneur thing that was held by Uncle Phil. I think it was actually all the clients that he had. And there's a cameo by Byron Allen in here, which is awesome. I've been a big fan of Byron Allen for a long time, ever since I was watching him on Comics Unleashed. And then found out this man owns a Weather Channel. He's a super entrepreneur. You know what I mean? But Frederick, you know, Will and Carlton meet Frederick for the first time. He's like, hey, these guys could go hang out or whatever. You know, they could be able to chill with each other. But again, there's some the dialogue that Uncle Phil and G is actually having right now. He said, still got your back. You know what I mean? So Aunt Viv, who ain't first of all, hold up. I gotta say this. You being messy, Aunt Viv, and you ain't getting your man none. No, don't hug me. You know what I mean? But God, what's her name? Y'all know it in the comment section. Put in the comment section if I forgot her name. But she's seeing it, but she was making it awkward because she still got feelings for Uncle Phil, and she just wanted to, like, they used to be best friends. She used to be with Uncle Phil. It's a love triangle. That's basically what it is from college. You know what I mean? But she was like, oh, you guys look awesome to just dip out. And Aunt Phil, who ain't been giving her man none, you know, was feeling a certain type of way. You know, but we get into this, we start getting into the montage of all these successful people that's part of that was part of their clientele for the firm. And he was like, you know, they was talking about the firm and all of that, but he was also letting them know, you know, how proud he is with his wife and, you know, how we're going to do big things, all of this, yada, yada, yada. So there's a montage where she started, you know, they start talking about Byron Allen, all these black entrepreneurs. You know how awesome this scene is? Byron Allen is there. All these real entrepreneurs, black entrepreneurs, real life, you know, businessmen and women. This is black excellence. I love this. And having the characters interact with these people. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mitzi got. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. You know what I mean? But love this. And then you got to pick their brain. And again, they are the POV for the audience. Will and Carlton. We're getting to hear this too. People soak up what they're selling in here. This is what I'm talking about. When you do a show and you can, you know, have your elements of messiness and all of that and drugs and all of that, but you can still give us this to make people think about how great it is to be black and being around black excellence, and you can be greater than where you are right now. I love this, man. My heart pours for more of this. This is black representation. You know what I'm saying? When you don't only just see men, black men, you don't just see a room full of black women. You don't just see, you know, single people. You see couple. You see everything. You know what I'm saying? And he's talking about the importance of having a good part. When you're in this lane, when you have your own business, the greatest thing that you can ever have is a great partner. And if you're married or you're single, if your future husband or your current husband is not being that for you on your entrepreneur journey, you don't need to be with them. Same thing with if your wife or your girlfriend or if you know, or whoever you associate with yourself with doesn't see your vision while you're on your purpose, get them the F away from you, because they don't mean you no good, because they hinder you from your purpose. They hinder you from your purpose. Let me say that again. A man or a woman, you know, if you're in a relationship and that person doesn't see your vision that benefits not only them, you, and everything that we're building together, get them away from you, because they're going to hinder you for the rest of your life, when you could be with somebody who is going to appreciate everything that you have, everything that you do, and is going to walk with you step by step on the pathway to your purpose. Let me stop preaching around here. So we meet Chef Buffardee again. You know what I'm saying? Over here, flirt with ain't been just giggle, but you ain't giving your man none. Get your man some. Stop giggling with Chef Buffardee. You know what I'm saying? Feel like you still got it. You know what I'm saying? And he's, you know, and what I do like is that Uncle Phil in this show, unlike the sitcom, actually has a liking to Jazz. You know that Jazz is a business owner, loves what he does, took care of his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Make sure his daughter was good. He never mistreated her daughter or none of that. You know what I mean? Even though his daughter was trying too hard, but he was actually looking out for Jazz, which I love that. Even though Jazz didn't want the handout, you know, but he also felt like that, you know, that Hillary, gosh, she is gorgeous. I'm sorry, it's all this shocking. I love my black sisters. I love y'all. No, nothing against nobody else, but I love my sisters, especially when they're gorgeous. Woo! Anyway, but he thought that he was getting a handout, and then she put him up to this. You know what I'm saying? So that was the problem. So we bust. Like I said, he got something going on. Will busts him. You know what I'm saying? He listening in like, oh snap. You know what I mean? So again, I forgot her name, but you know, Aunt Viv and cheating and the old roommate, the old ex-girlfriend, they have an issue because every time she's in here, like I said, she's been drinking the hell out of that wine. But again, she sees your man. Thank you, Nathan. Erica. Thank you, Nathan Moore. So she sees your man. She knows what she could do with your man. And I'm not talking about sexually. Even as a business partner, business-wise, they match. And that's what she's looking for. And maybe, she's at her period of time where, she's a career woman with her own business, all of that, and does not have a husband. And when you get to a certain age, you start looking at people, especially if you're ex, and you ain't gonna want to see all of that. It reminds you of too much of what you think you should have at that time. You know what I mean? So she bounces on him. So now we have this scene where Hillary and Jazz, they're going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Yada yada. This is he's letting her have it. But he's all up on her because I feel him though. I feel him. It's Coco Jones. Yeah, I feel him. But he loves her. He knows he loves her. And she started kissing on him too. It wasn't like he was just kissing on her. She was kissing on him too. Because she loves this man. She knows she loves this man. And he's like, wait, what we doing? And he was like, damn. You know what I mean? Damn. So they go, man, I'm so proud of these brothers. Will and Carter came up with a perfect business plan. Use yourself. Sell yourself. These are the things that we've been through. We can branch this out to podcasts. We can branch this out to merch, but we're going to tell our stories, who we are. You know what I'm saying? And use that to build a business off of, to build a motto off of. Like my motto is vibe higher. You know what I'm saying? Use it, the things that I went through to be able to have a podcast, have the show, also to be able to do merch, all of that. I understand exactly. You know what I'm saying? I say vibe higher because the things that I went through, I want to be able to vibrate on a higher frequency in every walking aspect of my life. And when they said black cis, is it black cis? Like it's black excellence, but or success, black success. You know what I mean? And pitched it the way that they pitched it. He's seen everything they need to see and is able to invest into their business. Now, getting back to Aunt Viv not giving Uncle Phil none, she's over there looking good. You know what I'm saying? And said, baby, I know we we busy, but you got a little, you're looking kind of good in that little thing. Gotta get a little piece. I'm so tired, baby. I got so much work I gotta be there. I don't want to hear that. It takes 10 minutes sometimes, maybe longer. You know what I mean? 200 stroke minimum. unless something going on and I got shorter strokes than we on a golf course. So what do you want to pick? She need to be giving that man some. But I'm sidetracked. We're back with Frederick and G. They're having this conversation. And G let him know that he used to run with them Hill boys. You know what I'm saying? And they've been looking for me, and this is what I had to do. He was trying to kill me, so. He had a family, he had people out there, he had to take out the top dog because he tried to kill me and I got him before he could kill me. You know what I mean? And he showed him the picture of Frederick and G, talking. But again, I think Frederick set this up. I honestly think Frederick set this up. So we get back to Carter. Carter's getting out the rehab. You know what I mean? And no, he's talking. This is the part where he's talking to the rehab. My bad. He's giving his story. And my man over here is in love. Oh, googly eye. You just met this man. I don't know if are you the counselor or you're a ex-drug addict too? Well, who are you? You know what I mean? What's your story? So he tells a story. He was like, here, you are not alone. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, you know what I mean? This is just what I've been through. And I can't rely on people being there for me when I really need to get, be to myself. You know what I mean? And that was powerful too. You still need a strong support system, but you also need time for yourself. So my man Chef Buff RD over here giving Aunt Viv all these flowers and all of that. Now she ain't telling Uncle Phil that. She ain't telling Uncle Phil, you know what I'm saying, that the caterer, Chef Buff RD is over there. Look at you taking off the glass. Look, Viv. Viv. Look at you putting the glasses, biting the glass. You You over here trying to be nasty with Chef Buff RD. You ain't slick, nigga. You ain't slick. So Amir, she's like, maybe I'm the one who's a stalker. And she's so gorgeous. But I love this dynamic with between them, because she was real and apologized and all of that, and wanted to be something with him. And they had this dynamic, this conversation. It was like, maybe you don't know how much I need you. And sometimes, and what I like, the fact they're not scared to express their love, for themselves. You know what I mean? Even though it's quick, it's 30 days of rehab. You don't know who you're going to fall in love with. Why is he? This is what I don't understand. You see them and you heard the conversation that they had. Why are, you hop in your Prius and drive off? You know what I'm saying? Why are you sitting, you sitting there looking what they got, and now you in your feelings? What you in your feelings for? Hop in that Prius and drive it. What did you think was going to happen? You know what I mean? Oh, now you going to be a hater? He gonna be a villain in the series. I need a win for my man, for my guy. I need a dub. You know what I'm saying? So here, it's the end of the episode, but they were just having this conversation about how Jackie is now the new yoga instructor. Aunt Viv is messy. Oh God. She's messy, and I'm glad you guys are still here. You have no idea why you're proud. You make me proud. So I got one more episode to recap. And I thank you guys for sticking this long with me. We're at 1 hour and 23 minutes. You're sticking this long with me, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all have no idea. This is why I do it in the mornings. Everybody can't do this, but I do it for you. I do it for you. I don't do it for me. I do it for you. Just like on Deadpool. You did it for me. I did it for you. Let's get back to Bel-Air. All right. So this episode 3 is True Colors, the last episode. Until next week, when we get episode 4 on next Thursday. They're coming up with the plan. They already got the plan ideas. Now they're getting ready to build the logo, all of that. He dropped the logo, the crown. Love it. Black Cess. You know what I mean? I love it. Very good meaning, very original. I think the QR code was at the end of this episode. I think they are selling this shirt, and a brother got to get one. A brother got to support. You know what I mean? And they're getting ready to have this conversation about Frederick. It was like, oh, Uncle Phil came in. It was like, what y'all talking about? Oh, nothing. He was about to go ahead and release secrets, and they show him the shirts. You know what I'm saying? Start printing up their own shirts. Jazz got one, and the proceeds is going to go to support Charlie's record store. I think that's the name of the record store that Jazz is at. You know what I'm saying? Got the new councilwoman that's coming in here running for office, and how important it is. Again, she's part of the city council. Again, let me emphasize why I don't watch Snowfall, Power, all. I want to see more of this. This is why I support this show, and I very much tell you to support Bel-Air, because this is Black excellence right here. It's showing, a Black woman that wants to be able to do a difference in LA, and she's willing to put herself on the line for LA. I was like that when I lived in LA. I lived in Compton. We had a Black female mayor in Compton that was not trying to gentrify Compton. I heard that I haven't been to Compton in years, but I heard it's more gentrified now. But back then, they were trying to give, business loans to Black entrepreneurs to have businesses out there in Compton, to revitalize Compton, to make, when you think of Compton, you think of a better place than just gun violence and, in gangs. You know what I mean? So love that. You know what I mean? Love that. So, they're talking about all the, that, he's in tax debt and we're going to do things for you. But he was like, yo, we're going to have these shirts. We're going to promote. We're going to do some things. Let's just get down to the car show so we can be able to promote. Now, Lisa's over here training for nationals. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it looked like she lost a little bit of weight. But again, even if you're a swimmer, slim it down like that, you know what I'm saying, is commonplace. So again, she was just like, I'm ready to work. I throw away my summer just to make sure that I can be able to win nationals because that's my goal. And again, she's still messing with Will, but her career, her purpose is greater than what they got right now. So they're having this conversation at the table, and it pivots into a conversation where, Ashley was like, I know that you kissed, I know you kissed Jazz last night. I seen you. I synced it. And she was like, oh, well, you need to tell him. You need to be real with yourself. She's like, I gotta drink a glass of wine for this, So now, knowing that Jackie now works there because she hooked this up, and Viv is the godmother to Lisa. You know what I mean? And she's, just letting her know what she got going on, what she got coming up. And Jackie and Lisa meets here. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, it's beef, it's tension. She like, oh, Will. She really like, oh, Will. You know what I mean? She was like, oh, snap. I messed up, didn't I? She was like, damn it. They used to mess with each other, didn't you? He was like, but you still my baby, though. You still my number one. Even though she looking like an old McDonald's fry cup in that shirt. I love it, though. She's so adorable. She's so cute. You know what I'm saying? And it's hot in LA. I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean? So G is having this conversation with Uncle Phil about Frederick and what's going on and all of this stuff and how he spoke with him. And again, also Frederick is actually working there, getting his fouls and stuff like that, which I do not like that. Frederick's too damn sneaky to be getting Uncle Phil's fouls. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his daddy's sneaky, but Jeffrey way entirely too damn sneaky for me. You know what I'm saying? So they pull out the shirts that they printed up. We're going to sell these shirts. We're going to sell them down at the car show. You know what I mean? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this as a team. So Will bold as hell. I mean, he got two beautiful women to be able to sell the product. I ain't mad at that because he's looking at the bigger picture. He's not looking at Jackie, who was somebody I dated while I was kind of messing with Lisa, and we went back and forth between Lisa and Jackie. You know what I'm saying? Just like in a sitcom. And he's like, oh, snap, boy, But he was like, hey, if we could be able to do it, we could bring these two on board. Let's go ahead and do it. And he was like, you slicker than slick, boy. I'm gonna call you Motor Oil because you're slick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you gonna let have Lisa and Jackie right here, but hey, you better man than me. So he's printing up these shirts, you know what I'm saying, getting everything together. And he was letting them know what was going on with Frederick. You know what I'm saying? And how he don't really want to say anything or whatever, point blank period. Again, on Viv is, again, Uncle Phil is trying his damnness to just be a good husband to her, and she was saying, you, so you didn't see how Erica was acting and how Erica did this, Erica did, I'm not tripping off of that because and plus he was like, what I'm going to start doing is getting my own clients, so I'm not dealing with Erica's clients, and all of that, and I'm doing this for our relationship, baby. I want you to trust me, but she got to find something ain't sitting right. Something is in her shenana. You know what I mean? It ain't sitting right with me. You know what I'm saying? Then we found out that Ashley got dope rhymes. They over here making beats on this little beat machine, which is kind of dope. So she started busting these rhymes, busting this poem. You know what I'm saying? She out here cussing. My Ashley cussing. But over here busting some dope lyrics. She was like, we could put this on a beat and put it on TikTok. Well, I don't think they could call it TikTok. We'll put it on social media. And she was like, cool. Then we go to Aunt Viv. Now, Aunt Viv had somebody who was blowing up her Instagram, you know what I'm saying, liking everything that she was doing, inboxing her, and it was like, this must be some weirdo. Let's go ahead and block them. So she blocked them. So this person goes to her building. Again, I think that this is dope. Goes to her did I miss it? Goes to her building and paints this portrait. That is amazing. That is awesome. That's a painting that I wish I had in my house. That's awesome. So they go to the car show. This is The Last and the Furious. This is what this is. This is the car show. Now, again, it's LA, so I already know how they be doing their car shows and stuff like that. So they're going around, they're promoting the business, they're going to rap with people, all of that, got this Black excellence, putting it on their social media, doing all that, riding in the car, everything, being an influencer, in that influencer's life. Dude was looking straight at the camera. I don't know. My man, don't do that. Don't look, you're extra, don't look straight at the camera. It's not what you do. You know what I mean? So Lisa's over here working her swag, you know what I'm saying, with the Black scissors and all of that. He's selling to the homies. You know what I'm saying? They over here taking pictures. What's dude's name? Oh my God, on the left. I can't think of dude's name, but dude is dude be doing skits, all of that, super dope. I think dude behind is an influencer too, but this was dope to have him. I can't think of cuz name for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he got a twin brother too, and they do these skits. Dude is super dope. Love that. Love that for him. So Ivy and Hillary is having this conversation, and she's letting them know that she was like, "So you're not in love with Jazz?" And like, "No, but you're lying because you was kissing all on this man, your face, all in his lips, all in his mouth, all of that." You know what I'm saying? All of that. So what are you telling me? You know what I mean? That you're not in love with him? Now she was like, "But you probably need to tell your man." You know what I'm saying? So we get back with Jazz. Jazz is like, "Man, I might have to sell my car." And he was like, "Man, I'm just looking at prospects right now." He's halfway in the one to sell his car, halfway in the not one to sell his car. It was like, "I give you 30 racks right now." You know what I'm saying? I'll take it off your hands right now. I give you 30 racks. He was like, "Man, I ain't trying to part with it right now. I'm just getting in car." It's just like, when you ready though, you know what I'm saying? When you ready, come holler at me. And threw his little card up. I was like, I don't like the way he threw his little card up. How you gonna get an attitude because he ain't ready to sell right now? You know what I mean? He was like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going good. He was like, "But you trying to sell the ride?" It was like, man, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot more than some t-shirts that's gonna let me sell the ride. And then we find out Frederick's over here gambling on the side and all of that. My girl pulls up in the Hellcat. He's like, "Where you at? Where you at?" Pulls up in the Hellcat. The Hellcat. I want to say that's not the Demon Eye, but man, the wide body. Now I'm a car guy. If you would follow me on Instagram, I don't post my car on Instagram, but I got the all black Mustang. You know what I'm saying? He coming this month, and I would love to have a 350. You know what I'm saying? Mustang 350. You know what I'm saying? But or 5, Mustang 5, 5. I take that. I take a Mach-E. Actually, I just upgrading all the never upgrade. Get sidetracked. But in The Last and the Furious, she pulls up to me, I think that's a Demon Eye, but that's a Hellcat. Then she come in this mug like super dope. Like, girl, what do you do? That you can pull up in a Hellcat. And for real, Carl's is a car guy. He does a lot of the online racing and all of that, stuff on video games and stuff. But that's dope that you pulled up. So Lisa, like, yeah, we sold some shirts. We got some pre-orders. It's just like, oh, I put up a 13. You know what I'm saying? And already, Amir was already checking. Was like, yo, I don't like the way that she's moving about. I don't like it. Don't like it. So she was already on Team Lisa because don't look at the way she looking. She like, I don't like that. And she was like, hold up, let me go. Yeah, she was already checking. You know what I mean? She was already being Team Lisa. And I like her. You know what I mean? I like the way. And my man quarterback like, wait, let's go ahead. Let's go get some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Lisa was not feeling that. Even though technically this is what we went through in season 1 with Will and Carlton, because Carlton used to talk to Lisa. You know what I mean? So we get to the scene right here where Uncle Phil goes out to the site. He was like, hey, my firm, we could be able to, we know that there are vandalism going around there. They're knocking down your they're knocking down your Hellcats. They're knocking down your big cats, your whole, your your hose and all of your equipment. What can we do? And it was like, I'm not asking you for your charity. And that was my man from Monk. Can't think of that brother's name, but he used to be on Monk back in the day. You know what I mean? He was like, I'm not asking for your charity, but if you want to look and see what we got going on, right, by all means, but don't come down here if you're really not trying to be down here for real. You know what I mean? Which I feel that. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, get your blackness swag. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So they are, they're over there. They're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? People know what's going on. We find out my man Frederick over here hustling. You know what I'm saying? Over here gambling. It's like, yo, did you know my man was out here gambling like that? He was like, oh, they're gambling on these street races. You know that, right? So we get back with Aunt Viv and her assistant. Her assistant had to unblock her because the young lady, whoever this person is, that did the mural, you accidentally blocked them because you thought that they were a wacko person. They had to unblock them to find out what's going on. Now we get to the Last and the Furious. And he was like, yo, I got to do what I got to do. I'm in tax debt. So if that means I got to sell my car, I got to sell my car. If I got to get, got to let it go, I got to let it go. But you don't know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And this hurts because he did everything he could as a business owner to be able to save his business. He could not save his business. And it hurts. And he didn't really want no handouts. But he was like, well, if I got to do what I got to do, I got to do what I got to do. And, again, I love this for Carlton. I'm rooting for Carlton. I love this. This girl is so cute. She's with Carlton. Lisa's over here, she loved Will. She's over here with Will. You know what I'm saying? All of that. I love it. I love the looks that they give. It is so like, it's giving love. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, we need to do something, to be able to save Jazz's car. He was like, Will was like, let's street race. So that's what they've been betting on this whole entire time. They out here doing the Last and the Furious street race. So he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? How about we come and race? And he was like, he stepped to him. Like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about, but we'll go ahead and race. If I win, you give me 30 grand plus 5. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, if I lose, give me that pink slip. So he's racing for slips. He's like, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So as men, they was like, let's do this. You know what I mean? And I love this. It was like, oh, it's like my man Carlton could drive. And Carlton was like, yeah, I got this. And remember, Carlton has anxiety. You know what I mean? Carlton has anxiety. But he was like, yo, I could drive, but I really never drove before. I've drove before, but I never raced somebody before. You know what I'm saying? But she let him have that car, and she was like, if you win, you also get this car. And he was like, I'll drive for that. Yeah. He was like, oh, God. But his anxiety got to him. And he pulled up in the Nissan. I think that's a 300Z? No. Is it the Z? Yes. And he was like, that mug got 600 something horsepower. Dude, you have a Hellcat. Easily 738 horsepower in that Hellcat. What are you talking about? You got this. He was like, you know what? I'll drive. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, they fought over who gonna drive. End up Will driving. Carly got in the passenger. He's like, make me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? We getting ready to do this. You know what I'm saying? And my girl, you know what I'm saying? Whatchamacallit was Jackie was the girl. Now, I'm sorry. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to critique my man Will on his driving because he's a kid and he don't know no better. First of all, when you get ready to race somebody, burn that rub, get your tires as sticky as possible. You should have been landlocking this cat. Break heel toe. Stop playing. What are you doing? Get that tire ready. Get that wheel. Get the wheels to be burning. You know what I mean? That my man was already ready. You know what I'm saying? I would have had smoke in the city. You know what I mean? Burn the tires. Get it next to the pavement. So because in LA the pavement is awesome. You know what I mean? But get that pavement ready. You know what I'm saying? And then when you hit that, first gear, you already in first gear. You clutch, you don't granny clutch. Oh, you pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? You burn out. I didn't have any gear. Didn't even have any gear. Now, truth be told, I'm gonna be real. If he would have had that Joker in gear, he would have hit everything in sight. Because that's a heavy son of a gun. It got a lot of horsepower. Very slow off the block. You know what I mean? Because it's so heavy. But when it gets to going, it gets to going. And that Nissan wouldn't have been able to handle this. You know what I'm saying? So he was already behind. You know what I'm saying? She already got 67,000 miles on that car. So it ain't even a newer model car. So they got to be able to, because they go a certain distance and then they got to turn around. So this is a turnaround point. You gotta e-brake it. You gotta e-brake it. And while you're e-braking, you should be already going in second. You know what I'm saying? After e-braking, getting ready to hit third. You know what I'm saying? Without grade shifting. Grade shifting is when you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't release off the clutch. You know what I'm saying? You shift through all the clutch. You shift through your clutches. You drive with 2 feet and you clutch the whole time while putting the pedal to the metal the whole entire way. But since they had to turn, that wasn't feasible, and they're street, so I'm gonna give them passes. You know what I'm saying? My wheel go all the way off course. You know what I'm saying? All the way off course. Where you have to Google map where you're at, and they ended up in front. They ended up in front of him because he was at an alley. Hit that Joker sideways. You know what I'm saying? Caught him. He was done. You know what I'm saying? He was done. They won. You know what I mean? Won the 35 the 35 racks. You know what I mean? You know, celebration for everybody. You know what I mean? So we get this in now. Will, everybody having a good time. You know, Will wants to be the peacemaker. He comes down, you know. No, now you just seen him with Jack. You just seen him with Lisa. And she kind of checked her, like, bitch. I was saying, Lisa said, bitch. I was like, it basically like, I don't like you. You know what I mean? Like, I understand what she was doing. She was like, damn, do you got to just jump all in everything he's doing? Like, whoa. He was like, wait. Oh, she was like, excuse me. And she didn't like that. You know, like I said, she wanted to be with, I do like the fact that Will went after Lisa. He didn't go after Jackie. He went after Lisa. You know what I'm saying? It was like, no. You know what I mean? Where, you know, Amir was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I take her home. Because it's a lot of emotions and all of that. Then we give her Frederick old thieving ass. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, cuz, you know, you owe me that money. I'm, you know, 2% Lakeith Stanfield. Tell me, I'm not trying to diss dude, you know, God bless dude, but tell me he don't look like off-brand Lakeith Stanford. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah, do something. You know what I'm saying? Low budget Lakeith Stanford. It was like, yo, chill, because you don't want to smoke with me, because I'll fight anyway. And it was like, we ain't trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he said he stole my money, and he was like, I ain't got your money. Yeah, no. So they had to get little because, you know, it's one time. You know what I'm saying? So they get little. And so they have this conversation where he really did steal the dude money. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, but if you gonna steal, I'm snitching on all of it. You want me to tell him you was a legal street racer? I snitch. I tell. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna tell on me, I tell on you. So G had to run up. He was like, so you boys ain't gonna want to tell me what happened? Get in the car. And he made up this all big lie. You know what I'm saying? Threw them under the bus to save their ass. To save his own ass. You know what I'm saying? So they get in the car, they ride back with G. You know what I'm saying? You get now, I'm not gonna lie. It looked like my man, what's his name? Jamal Banks. It looked like he put on some weight. Jabari Banks, my bad. It looked like Jabari got a little chunky over the, you know, just in the gut. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe the clothes are too big. But you know what I'm saying? He tells Lisa how he really feels, but it was kind of sexy. Not gonna lie, when a girl you like kind of checks somebody or whatever, it's kind of a turn on, ladies. I'm just speaking for myself. I don't know if it feels like that, but if you check a bitch, some dude's like, hey, hey, you know what I mean? Especially when you know that that's your man. You let them know, bitch, that's my man. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known. It's sexy. You know what I mean? But they kind of make things official. You know what I mean? And I like that. You know what I'm saying? the way that she look at him is the way I look at cheesecake. You know what I'm saying? Especially good strawberry cheesecake. That's the way I look at cheesecake, and that's the way I eat it. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? So they make themselves known. So again, Aunt Viv, that ain't giving her husband none, ain't paying attention to her husband. You know, oh, I still gotta send caters. I still gotta do this. I still gotta do that. Went to go talk to Erica, and Erica spilled the beans. Erica's gorgeous. There's some beautiful black people in this show. Beautiful black people. But Erica had to, you know, she told her about the kiss. You know what I mean? Even though it's not implied, but she told her about the kiss. So they on the mini beat machine. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hey, we can start a band. It was like, we can start a band. They were like, start a band. So we get into the FFL. Now, Hillary went up to the practice. This literally is the worst football practice I've ever seen in my life. The worst quarterback, the worst everything. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they went to go huddle. But let me just get to the part. Hold on. Because I wanted to get to the part. Oh, okay. We're not to the part where they actually, you know, at the huddle. And she wanted to talk to him. She was, you know, hadn't got there yet. You know. So they raised up on him like, yo, my man, what's up with you throwing us under the bus? You know what I'm saying? And he let him know, you know what I'm saying? If you tell, I tell everything. You know what I'm saying? I know your secrets too. You know what I mean? So she comes home. She argues with Uncle Phil because he didn't tell him about the kiss. But you over here getting flowers from Chef Buffardee, huh? You over here biting your nails. You over here, you know what I'm saying, giving them vibe back. You ain't saying that part, right? And Carson was like, I'm going to go in my room while they argue. Okay, let me get to this part. I'm gonna let it go. This is the worst football I've ever. Oh, let me kind of pause it. And let me get back to it. This is the worst football I've ever saw in my life. I used to play football. Trust me when I tell you this. This is the worst. First of all, how he's holding that ball, how he dropped back, all of this. How he threw it, how he caught it. Everybody's doing this. Is the worst football practice I've ever witnessed in my life. Matter of fact, this is one of the worst. First of all, he's one of the worst wide receivers I've ever seen line up. I know this brother's an actor, but he could have went to Terrell Owens. He could have went to somebody. This man, look how he's running. Why are you running with your arms? Like, man, if you don't pick up your knees and sprint to the other side of the field because you're in motion, you know what I'm saying? And you got the wrong foot. You on the right side of the field. If you don't put your right foot on the right side of the hash mark, you know what I'm saying? Put your left foot out so you can be able to pivot. Boy, I'm telling you, there's some scenes in this mother pissing me off. Look how Look how he tried to. Oh, hold up. First of all, look how he tried to shake the man off the line. What is that? What is that? What is that? I'm mad at the quarterback. I'm mad at the wide receiver. But look at it. Look how he threw the ball. Look how first of all, he took it right to the shoulder. He took it right to the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? But he might possibly hit his head. Possibly. So my man goes back. Everybody, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And my man was like, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And my man, and it was like, medic. Which, first of all, why isn't your wide receivers coach or your offensive coordinator looking at your player after he just made that catch, congratulating that player, telling him how bad his footwork is, how horrible that rainbow pass is, and how bad the defensive back is? Somebody should have been talking. But nope, they didn't do that. And that's the end of the episode. That part pissed me off. I'm not even going to hold you. I was upset. But I do thank you guys. Oh, my God. Bel-Air Fridays are back. And, of course, it's not going to be this long next week. I promise to you. But I had to get 3 episodes because this is what I do. You know, this is what heroes do. But I appreciate you guys that just rock with me for the last 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? The last 2 hours with me, You know what I'm saying? And went over, you know, Bel-Air Fridays with me with my shenanigans and all of that. I will have a Bo Mayo video up for you guys, so don't worry about that. I got you guys. But whoo, our brother gotta chill out for just a second until I get to this other one. But you already know what time it is.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Yeah, thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of the Dre Mac Show. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe, y'all. Enjoy your Friday. Where's my outro at? I'll see y'all tomorrow. See you on tomorrow for Kung Fu Cinema Saturdays. Let's get out of here. Where's my outro at? I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.